Hey guys and girls, welcome back to Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. Where we left off, we had a lengthy little opening there. Reen got down off the mountain, took on a magic knight, almost died, got saved by a bracer, things popped off, I'm sleeping. Let's see what happens when I wake up. I'm up. Oh, my blanket just kind of teleported off of me there. Alright.
Where am I now?
Oh. Someone's snoring. Is that my sister? Oh no, the cat.
Celine, this looks just like my room.
It is my room. Cool.
I knew it. I'm back in Ymir. I'm finally back home. My memories are kind of hazy now, but I think that means everything that happened in the mountains.
Yeah, it happened.
Why'd it get so cold all of a sudden?
Aw.
Oh, you finally
She's got
woke
such
up?
Cuteness to her.
Yeah, just a second ago.
Feels weird though saying
about
that
you?
about a cat that can talk.
Feeling better after a cat nap?
I guess. I slept more than I meant to, actually. You're awake.
Yep. Elise, my sister.
Elise! Good morning. Actually, it's probably closer to noon now, isn't it?
Aw.
Elise?
Oh, I'm so happy that you're awake. You don't know how scared I was. There was all that chaos in the capital, and then we lost all contact with you. We had no idea where you were. I'm just so relieved.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for worrying you so much, Elise.
No, you don't need to apologize. I knew that somewhere out there you were all right, and that you'd come back safe. Welcome home, Reen.
It's good to be back. And thanks.
I see our two little lovebirds are as Twitter-pated as ever. Pardon? Good morning, Reen. And to you as well, Elise.
Hey there. Just swinging by to see how you're holding up.
You're here too, Your Highness? I'm really not dreaming then.
Oh, you're so silly,
Miss
Reen.
Alphen Reese Arnor, or Olivier's little sister.
I would have thought the warmth of your dear sister pressed against your chest was proof enough of that. Your Highness, please!
I forgot that. Her Highness here has a little thing of trying to peg them for like this brother-sister incest thing going on or something. They did kind of seem a little too close for comfort, but it's alright. Toval Randonir, or the resident
Well,
bracer.
I'm just glad you're up. How are you feeling? Still sore? You've been fast asleep since we brought you back here yesterday.
I don't have any serious injuries, at least. But I doubt I'd be able to say that if you hadn't come when you did. Thanks, Toval.
I suppose I owe you my thanks, too. That art of yours didn't come a moment too soon.
You're both very welcome. I just didn't want to give these two young ladies anything to cry about.
Aww.
I see you're finally up.
Dad! Mom!
Hello, Reen. It's wonderful to see you back home. I imagine you have plenty of questions running through your mind, but first and foremost, is getting you something to eat. We can discuss what to do from here on out after that. Reen's dad and mama. So he gets well, that makes sense, right? Because brown and blue hair makes like a darkish blue hair. Ymir, the hot springs paradise. He definitely got his looks though from his mama. That's for sure. Reen's got that baby face. Am I wearing like a jacket? Yeah, I'm wearing like a kind of jacket thing going on there. Lady Lucia Schwarzer. Baron Teal Schwarzer. You know who he kind of looks like just a little bit? Like Teal McDowell from Scotland? A little bit. A little tiny bit in the face. It's been a month now since that so-called Noble Alliance occupied Heimdallr. At present, they have effectively all of the nation's major cities under their control. The Imperial Army tried what they could to stop their advances, but the majority of their forces have already been defeated. I had a feeling that would be the case. If nothing else, at least you two are safe.
We were at St. Estrella when the capital was occupied, so we were caught up in the chaos, too. It was only thanks to Toval appearing and rescuing us that we're sitting here now.
What were you doing there, Toval? I got an urgent request to escort Her Highness and Miss Elise to safety. As soon as I got that, I booked it there as fast as I could. I'd never turn down a personal request from Prince Oliver, you know. So Olivier sent to get them out.
Prince Oliver asked you? Well, that explains it. He kindly escorted us out of the capital successfully, evading the Noble Alliance's attempts to pursue us. And roughly 10 days later, we were able to reach Ymir. I'm just so glad that you made it here safely.
Unfortunately, it appears His Majesty the Emperor and Crown Prince Cedric fell into the Alliance's hands. The official story is that both of them have been taken into protective custody, so they're both rumored to be safe. However, Prince Olivier's whereabouts currently remain unknown.
There's not even a confirmation that he's safe somewhere?
That's more than a little worrying.
You needn't be so concerned. I'm sure he's perfectly well. He made it through the chaos in Liberal last year unharmed. As you know, he's always been a resilient one. As for Cedric, father and mother, I'd like to believe they're alright too. I'm sure they are, Your Highness.
I'm worried about the Imperial family as much as anyone, but if you don't mind me interjecting. Reen, I imagine you're probably most concerned about what happened to Trista and Thors. Luckily for you, we've managed to get some info on that front.
Please, tell me everything you know. What's happening over at the Academy? Is everyone alright?
I don't think this will come as much of a shock to you, but both Trista and Thor's military academy are completely under the Noble Alliance forces' control now. They were both taken over not long after the war began.
No. Reen? No matter how much I thought about it, I didn't want to believe it was true. What about the students and our instructors?
Honestly, I wish I had more I could tell you. There's rumors that they resisted being occupied as long as they could, but not much more than that. Try not to let concern get the best of you. It's too early to presume the worst has happened. Yeah, I'm with Lord Schwarzer here. On the cousin staff are unaccounted for, and the Noble Alliance is still trying to find them.
Then that means... have some of them managed to escape?
Well, rumors are rumors. Still, your classmates and Sarah have more than gotten their feet wet at this point. I can't see them being taken down easily. The odds sound pretty good, if you ask me. What say you?
What else can I say? I would have to agree. Celine? I couldn't tell you where she is right now, but Emma's still alive, that's guaranteed.
You can tell?
I'm her familiar, so we've got a link of some kind between us. If anything were to happen to her, trust me, I'd know about it. All I know is that she's alive, though, nothing else. How peculiar.
Anyway, there's no point assuming the worst, when there's every chance that it hasn't happened. So try to keep the faith, alright? Think of it this way. They're probably just as worried about you as you are for them. Yet here you are, safe and sound. You've got a point, actually. Safe and sound you may very well be, but your heart's in peak condition. Take this chance to stay home for a time and recover your strength.
And while you're here, why not go pay everyone a visit? The whole village has been eagerly awaiting your recovery. That's true. I think they'd all be delighted to see you. And if you'd like, I'd be happy to accompany you.
Thanks for the concern, Elise, but I'll be fine on my own, honest. That sounds like a good idea, Mom. I think I'll do just that. Put on your cool clothes, not that weird thing. Prologue, the depths of despair. I'm not sure how many parts you're going to get, by the way, guys, today. You might only get this part, you might get 2. I don't remember. I'm trying to think, like, how I'm going to do this. Looks like Elise and Prince Alphen have already gone out. Princess Alphen. Like Mom said, it might not be a bad idea to follow suit. This could be a good chance to walk around the village and collect myself a bit. Occasionally you will see event markers. Yeah, I know. We can speak to people. Now, there's a lot to do in a game like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do some side stuff. Not a lot. I might only even do like one side mission. Like, you know, not one side mission, but the round of side missions, and not like all side missions, because we're trying to make through the story. That's the whole goal. This game is really long, as you've seen with the first game, and we're trying to do this story. Oh, look, our like symbols, like a buck or something. That's what it looks like there. All of the Empire's major cities are under the control of the Noble Alliance. They've been so focused on those, they haven't had the time to deal with frontier regions like ours. Thankfully, this means that Ymir hasn't felt the full impact of the Civil War. It does seem that way. I was relieved to see how little's changed. A nice snowfall is the only real difference compared to my last visit. By the way, I see you chose not to join the Noble Alliance. Was everything alright on that front? Well, I've never wanted anything to do with the Noble faction to begin with. There's always the chance they'll try and invite me to join, but I'm confident I can talk my way out of it. I'm a little concerned that I can't get in touch with Viscount Arcide, however. You can't? Yeah. The Divine Blade. Did something happen over in Legram? Or maybe even the Courageous? I'm afraid I couldn't tell you, but Viscount Arcide we're talking about. He'll be fine. Regardless, I'm just trying to make sure that we're well prepared for anything. Especially since our duties have expanded to sheltering Her Highness. That's true. The Alliance already has His Majesty and the Crown Prince, so it's safe to assume they want Princess Alphen as well. Dad, let me know if there's anything I can do to make your job easier. I'm more than happy to help. Of course, I'm sure I'll be counting on you in the days to come. Still, start with trying not to rush things. You shouldn't have to jump to thinking. You need to shoulder more than your fair share of responsibility. You shouldn't have to jump to thinking, yeah, okay. There's only so much burden that one person can bear. Do you think I'm shouldering too much? Admittedly, those are Master Ka-Fai's words, not mine. But they get across what I want to say well enough. Whether I think it or not, this is a good chance for you to get some well-earned rest. I want you to make the most of it, alright? Sure. Thanks, Dad. Master Ka-Fai. I'd really like to meet Ka-Fai in this game. That would be awesome if that was possible. Alright, so we can talk to... I assume that's probably Reen's mom. There in the corner. Look at the old pictures. Wow, that smells delicious. Wait a sec. Is that pheasant stew?
Your very favorite. Your father said that he wanted you to have a nourishing dinner, so he went and caught one himself.
Really? I'll be sure to thank him later. Speaking of food, you've got a lot going on here. It smells amazing.
Well, the circumstances may not be ideal, but it's been too long since we last dined together as a family. And ever since Her Highness arrived, it's been so lively that I feel like I've gained a second daughter. Times like these are when a mother has to put her best foot forward, don't you think? You really are the perfect mom. Even in times like these, you're right here, ready to warmly welcome us home with open arms. I can't see that ever changing. If only I were half as good a son as you are, Mom. Mom, is something wrong? That's not true at all. When I had no idea what was going on with you and your sister, I worried myself sick. At times it felt as though my chest was going to burst from it all. But believing that you two would come back to me safely was the key to keeping myself together. With that in mind, I could focus instead on getting this house ready to welcome you both home. Mom, whatever doubts you may have about your place in this family, as long as you're here in this house, you're our son. If you're ever feeling down or afraid, you can always find comfort in my arms. And then, once you've found the strength to keep going, you can pick things back up right where you left off. Thanks, Mom. I actually feel a lot better now.
Motherly touch. Aw.
Well, I look forward to dinner tonight. And make sure you work up a good appetite for it, alright? No worries there.
Aw, I love his family already. Alright. Let's go out into the city. To the town. So, we should probably have... Oh, wait. My controller's breaking, I think, because he'll randomly stop moving for some reason. It's really annoying. Alright, so we got a lot of places to go to. Let's go visit the middle here with these two first.
Oh, here you are, Elise. I wasn't expecting to find the two of you together.
Well, it's quite cold outside, so I thought I'd come and give Celine some warm milk. I keep telling her that she doesn't need to go out of her way for me, but she won't listen. The steam here is plenty to keep me warm. Oh no, that wouldn't do at all. You saved my brother's life. At least allow me to try and make your stay here in Ymir a comfortable one.
Celine saved my life? And when exactly did this happen?
I told her nothing of the sort. I keep trying to tell her it's not true, but she won't believe a word I say. Is something the matter?
Nope, not a thing.
I'd really rather you didn't act like I saved his life, though. Besides, if anything, I should be the one who owes you. What do you mean? Nothing. Forget I said anything. The milk's cooled down a little now, so I'm going to have some. Thank you.
Thinking back on it, didn't Elise later say she spotted a cat when she went into the old schoolhouse?
Yep. And then that's what triggered my awakening. Like me using my form.
It better not have been who I think it is.
Don't give me that look. I wouldn't have let her in there if I didn't think it was safe, you know? I was desperate. You just had such a half-hearted reaction to that door, so I started getting impatient and...
I can't believe you. She could have...
She wasn't in any danger, honestly. The Guardian in there was designed not to attack people unrelated to the trial. It didn't touch her even when she was right in front of it, right? That's proof enough. I'm sorry, okay? I never should have done it to begin with. Emma's lectured me over and over about it, too.
You're sorry? You...
I'm not sure why you're whispering to one another, but regardless, I want you to know how much I appreciate what you did. Like I said before, I want to make your stay a comfortable one. Whatever you need, please don't hesitate to ask. It's okay, really. And, sorry. Why are you sorry?
Well, she does genuinely seem to regret what she did, and at least didn't come to any harm. I guess I'll let her off this time. I really do have one amazing little sister. Compared to her,
You can now view the character tab in your notebook. Alright. learn a bit about the characters and stuff that happened. So the chapel, Echo Tavern, the Phoenix Wings. Let's go to the chapel, I guess. Pretty much just exploring my hometown. Hey, Princess Alphen. She's praying so intently, thinking about it. She must be even more distressed right now than I am.
Why, hello, Reen! You're looking rather well today. Much better than you were yesterday, at any rate.
I feel loads better, actually. Thanks. How about you? Are you managing alright here? I'm guessing life in a tiny village like this is harder than you're used to. If there's anything I can do to make things easier for you, though, don't hesitate to let me know.
Oh, not at all. I've been simply loving my stay here. The scenery is stunning. The hot springs are oh so soothing, to say nothing of your mother's spectacular cooking. I'm having the time of my life here. I almost envy Elise for growing up in such a wonderful place.
I'm happy to hear you say that. Still.
On top of all that, I was able to reunite with you here. Oh, and meet a mysterious talking cat, too. Not everyone gets to do
finally,
that
a
now,
reaction that I thought that everyone should have. A talking cat! No one... That's the first. No one gets to do that before.
I still haven't had the pleasure of meeting that Ashen Knight of yours, however. Perhaps I might have the chance once he wakes up? I suppose I can dream.
Well... Oh gosh. Just made a big mistake there. That's a little too... I realize I'm the last person who has any right to say this, but there's no need to force yourself to bottle everything up and put on a brave face. I know how worried I am about my classmates, so I can only imagine how you must feel. Aww.
I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to be royalty. I shouldn't be getting all worked up about something like this, but just thinking of what my family must be going through is just too much to bear. Cedric and I, we had a fight.
No, don't tell me that. No, you can't tell me unresolved issues.
I was planning to make up with him that evening, but
I'm sure he won't hold that against you. You'll be able to make up with him next time you see him. I'm sure that'll be sooner than you think, too. But in the meantime, there's no need to force yourself to seem like being apart from them isn't bothering you. Royalty or not, no one would blame you for being worried or upset. And every single one of us here wants to do what we can to help you.
Thank you. I'm fine now. I hope I don't sound ungrateful, but I think you should be spending more time with Elise rather than me. This is your first chance in a while to spend some quality time together. I'd hate to take that away from her.
Why? I mean, it's true that she's a little more dependent on me than you'd expect for a girl her age. Eliza's Princess Alphen?
Oh, this is so difficult on a fair maiden's heart, I hope you know. You're just making me wish you were my brother all the more.
Why? Oblivious Rain. Please stay oblivious forever. Don't follow what she's saying. She's trying to get you together with your sister. It's not, no, don't do that. Echo Tavern. We use swords and stuff, but this is definitely not Game of Thrones. What's up, Tobal?
If you've come to thank me for saving your butt again, save it. I'm just glad I made it in time. Princess Alphen and that sister of yours are the ones you should be talking to.
Yeah, I can tell. I really do appreciate you coming for me, though. I was pretty far out from town, so I didn't think anyone would find me. Just goes to show what braces can do, I guess.
about that. I wasn't actually the one who found you.
You weren't?
2 days ago, I got a call out of nowhere on my Arcus. They gave me this crazy amount of detail on exactly where to find you, then they just hung up.
What?
Didn't even say who they were. I figured it couldn't hurt to go take a look. And sure enough, there you were.
That's strange. I wonder who it was.
Wish I could tell you. I couldn't even recognize their voice. Nah, that's not really true. It was kind of familiar. Whatever. No use dwelling on it. Right now we've got bigger problems to tackle than mystery callers. There's the war for starters.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Have you and the rest of the guild been doing much? Well, we've been trying. We're pretty limited in what we can do, partly because we've all been split up since the war broke out. I don't even know if any of the others in Erebonia are okay, Sarah included. Sounds like things have gotten even more serious since I was away. Sure has. Not even regular civilians have been able to escape being affected by it. As it stands, the Noble Alliance has the overwhelming advantage, but the Imperial Army is showing no sign of surrendering to them, particularly in a few regions across the country. I see. Oh, and another thing you might hear. We've been getting reports of a few Jaeger Corps taking part in the war too, even members of Ouroboros. Blue Blanc. And I think her name was Clotilda, the witch. Ouroboros, that secret society? That's the one. Jaegers being employed here in Erebonia is nothing new, but there's way more of them here these days. As for Ouroboros, they're probably just trying to stir up trouble of their own. It's what they do best. Then there's the fact that Erebonia isn't the only place with problems right now. Crossbell's full of them too. There's so much to freak out about these days. It can drive you insane. Sorry, you've got enough on your plate without me dumping all this on you, huh? Try saving all those bad thoughts you got piling up for another day, okay? You need to focus on relaxing. You can decide what you want to do after that. Sure. Thanks, Toval. You're probably right. You're just a fountain of good advice, huh? I've just got a few years worth of life experience on you, that's all. Oh, and while I'm giving you good advice, why not take a dip in the hot springs? Could be a nice way to clear your head. Probably would. Hasn't let me down before. Maybe I should pay a visit to the Phoenix Wings later. Ymir Valley. So there's something out here that I need to look at. Oh, hello, person.
Alright, let's see how many little dastardly fishies I can catch today.
I wasn't expecting to find someone fishing here. Not like there's a whole lot of monsters here, though, so she should be safe if she doesn't stray too far.
And just who might you be?
I'm a student from Thor's military. Sorry for disturbing you.
Oh, there's no need to apologize. If anyone should be sorry, it's me for overreacting the way I did. Actually, since you are a student of Thor's, you wouldn't happen to know a young man named Kenneth, would you?
Kenneth, I do actually. He's in the Imperial Fishing Club.
That's the guy. That's wonderful news. Perhaps you might know where I could find him.
Sorry, I'm afraid I've got no idea.
Really? That's not so wonderful.
So you know him too?
Indeed. When the war first broke out, we fled Trista together. But on the way, he told me that he had something that he needed to take care of, and asked me to go on along. He promised to meet me here in Ymir, but there's been no sign of him.
That's unfortunate.
Not that I believe anything untoward could possibly have happened to him, of course. After all, there is nothing in this world that can crush the spirit of us anglers. When it comes to survival, even soldiers can't hold a candle to us.
Right.
That said, you're looking a little glum. At times like these, there's nothing like a spot of fishing to cheer you up. If you know Kenneth, it's only fair for me to assume you're a fan of fishing, too.
I am, in fact. Kenneth even gave me a title. White Angler, I think. I don't have my fishing gear with me anymore, though.
Did he now? Sounds like you're still learning the ropes of fishing, then. In that case, please take these.
So, you could do a bunch of fishing and learn stuff from Kenneth. I assume if you were able to get a better rank in the first game, she gives you different things or better things. I didn't do fishing, like, at all, but yeah. Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. Kenneth left me in charge of some of his fishing gear. He instructed me to give them away if I were to cross paths with any promising fellow fishing enthusiasts. So go on, they're rightfully yours.
That sounds like Kenneth, alright. Thank you very much.
And since we got your new notebook open, I've taken the liberty of writing down your current title. You'll begin as a bronze angler, judged by the same standards.
Okay, yeah, I'm not. She's telling me about fishing. I don't care, really. We're not gonna really be doing anything fishing worthy. Oh, no. We're not fishing. There's nothing else here, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go back into Ymir. To Ymir. Off to the Phoenix Wing. She's coming to relax. So we just go in, I guess, right? Oh no, we have to talk to this guy. Everyone's here. Like, they're showing me the chef guy that teaches you cooking. And, like, you can cook and stuff from him. And then the fishing lady who gave me a fishing rod. Is this gonna be our base? I don't know. Maybe? I feel like this might be a base of operations. Alright, teaching me about cooking. I get the whole dealio with that. Actually, I'd like to use the springs. Are they open by any chance?
Oh yes, of course. As it so happens, cleaning was only finished not too long ago. You can have any or even all of them to yourself if you so wish.
That sounds wonderful. I might just take you up on your offer. It feels like it's been ages since I've had a chance to enjoy them.
The entrance is to the right. Enjoy, Master Wayne.
Alright, let's do it. Should I go into the baths now? Maybe I should go around and let everyone know I'm okay first. Entering the baths will cause the main story to advance. Okay, so I'm gonna end it here, guys, for this part. We had a nice little talk with everybody. Next time we take a bath. Leave a like, subscribe, share with a friend. Reen is working it with that hand on his hip and everything. And I will see you on the next part. Bye-bye.